So,
be?
it is 2020.
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody, after our long break. It's been about a month at least?
Over
Just
a
about.
month.
Over a
Yeah,
month.
crazy. It's been so
There were
long, I don't even remember what happened.
holidays. Vale and I, we went to a place in Pittsburgh where we drank a lot and played a lot of pinball and
You
hung out in
drank
the
a
tiki
lot.
lounge. Yeah,
You
that's what we
drank a
did.
lot.
I almost got kicked out of a
Because
pinball place.
nice.
How
Which
did you?
pinball place?
It's literally called Pinballs.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just don't get kicked out of Buffalo Billiards. I like that one. All right.
Oh yeah, that is a pretty cool place. So I got kicked out of or almost got kicked out of Pinballs because there was shenanigans going on in the little photo.
Giggity.
Oh yeah, so giggity.
So giggity. All right. Can you award inspiration for that?
Please give him an inspiration point for that. For Daddy being ridiculous.
He's living the dream, buddy.
Does she know that we all call you Daddy?
Yeah, I explained the story.
Excellent. All right.
Well, it's
Would you
not
like?
just us, right?
It wasn't like as funny to her, but still, it was good enough.
She's like, I
DM.
don't get it, but okay.
Well, she's like a big Harry Potter nerd, so she still ticks enough nerd boxes.
Nice.
Okay. She's like
DM.
a Hufflepuff or what?
Yeah, she is a Hufflepuff, and then I'm a Slytherin, so it actually gave her a little bit of heartburn for a while.
All right.
Might as well type it.
DM, would you like a recap?
Sure, let us know what's happening.
Alright. This will be a dramatic reading of the last time we all were adventuring. So we set out looking for a replacement for some duskwood paper. If y'all recall, there was a wood elf having quite the time out in front of the bookstore across from our bar/manor. We agreed to help the dragon that runs the bookstore deal with the elf by getting a replacement for the duskwood paper. So, because we had 10 hours to kill before we were going to look for the assassin that was offing the elves and half-elves, we were like, okie dokie, let's go to the yawning portal. On the way, we run into Broxley. You'll recall he's the gnome that's sort of trying to help us out with the guilds. He points us to a lady who is a sun elf and might be able to sell us some paper, but then he also mentions speaking to the Blackstaff or going to a magic shop owned by Schemo Weirdbottle called Weirdbottle's Concoctions. So on the way to the yawning portal, we find a priest at a temple, pay them, cleanse the cursed acts of Gothak, and now everyone is pleased, particularly the Goliath. At the yawning portal, Kragor slides up to Yagra, has a chat about the paper, gives a brief update on the murder investigation. She talks to Davil, who says, go talk to Schemo, he's a buddy of ours, and can probably help you with that paper situation. His shop's in the trade ward. She then asks Kragor if the mission will be finished that night, and Kragor says, if not sooner, thanks. Her return to the group gives us an update. We go see Schemo, and he says that he'll put Rashal, the bookshop owning dragon, in contact with his shadow paper supplier. In exchange,
What happened?
He just almost died. It's okay. Can you put that back up?
Schemo wants spells. He'll help Rashal with the paper situation in exchange for spells. We go back to the bookstore, tell Rashal. Rashal's like, oh, Schemo, he's in Tarum, yada yada, size. I think he's a little sketchy, but we'll do it anyways. Okay, fine. We go back to Trollskull Manor, and Avi and Embrick, who run the forge place, show up at the manor. Kragor's very jolly and invites them in. I look slightly bemused, slightly annoyed, go stand in the corner, and they bring up Tally, a half-elf, with whom they wish to strike up a business deal. They invited said half-elf over for dinner. It goes south. Ember gets angry, thinks Tally is a bigot. Avi's not sure what's going on, asks us to look into it. We agree to do so. At that point, it's late enough that we go back to the dock ward for our stakeout to look for the murderer of the elves. So, Having done a little digging prior to that, we go to Mule Skull Tavern. Sid chooses to sit outside, watch the neighborhood, and accept donations. Gothak and I position ourselves at opposite ends of the bar and sit silently so that we can keep an eye on Vamir, who is acting as bait.
Yeah.
Gothak succeeds in a perception check. Kaz decides to sneak around but fails the sneaky check. Sid is so obsessed with the Dawn that he fails the perception check because he's not perceptive because he's too busy thinking about the Dawn. Vamir pulls off a rather convincing act as a drunken tourist. And then Cragor sidles up to the bar, mostly ignores Vamir but is looking for suspects, in particular if he happens to notice any drow lurking about. He casts guidance on himself, rolls an inspired insight, and sees everything. All the colors. Oscar, who's kind of here but kind of not and is sort of disembodied at this point, is also outside lurking around in the shadows and somehow also manages to not be terribly sneaky. I'm scanning the room. So Gothak, Cragor, and I all succeed in our roles. And we notice a shadowy figure following Vamir. Cragor notices that it's a drow specifically. Vamir moves out of the tavern acting drunk, and we all carefully follow. Vamir drops a silver piece into the wooden bowl that Sid is cradling, and then the drow attacks Vamir with a scimitar before he notices he's being followed. He takes damage, we pursue. Cragor, as it turns out, is really feeling his zing smites that night, so he zaps the drow for 34 damage. Vamir casts a hex, some other things happen. The drow's really displeased. We beat him up, Sid puts him on the ground. And a half-orc hunter named Ziraj appears on the roof and starts bellowing at the drow to surrender immediately. We're attempting to knock out the drow, trying to figure out what the hell the half-orc is doing on the roof. We're failing to do so because apparently we suck at punching things. Ziraj jumps off the roof, comes down,
I
orders
killed
him
him
to
twice,
surrender.
didn't I? Didn't I kill this thing twice?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm getting there. Will you keep your pants on?
I do
No, take
not
'em
suck
off.
at punching things. I punched him twice to death.
Bro, you're fucking up my dramatic reading.
Your mom's dramatic.
Damn.
Good comeback. Zing.
I
Sid
don't like her very much.
accidentally curb stomps the drow a little bit too much, and Cragor has to do some shit to undead him. He comes back, Siraj is like, what the hell? We begin a discussion with him. He tells us he's there for reasons. In addition to catching the Cretan. He asks the Dragonborn to control the monk because he's losing patience with the Dawn Talk and the repeated punching of the drow. Sid declares after punching him for the last time, when the drow attempts to sit up, look, I fixed it. I put my hand over Sid's mouth, squeeze a little, and pull him away from the drow. We hear whistles coming down the alley and City Watch appears, led by none other than our dear sergeant that we met in the warehouse when we were attempting to rescue Volo's buddies. The drow's hands are tied up and his weapons are taken by Ziraj, who demands that he confess. The drow spouts off some nonsense about weak elves taking serfs from them, then refuses to say more. So Ziraj indicates he'll report back to Devil and disappears into the shadows, and the watch takes the drow and goes away. So we go back to the yawning portal. Floon sees us, inquires after our night. Yagra sees us, speaks to Gothak and Cragor. They tell her of the night's events. Devil asks to speak to the four chosen ones, being Gothak, Cragor, Kaz, and Oscar. So they go see Devil. They see Schemo up there, Ziraj the Hunter, along with two others with whom we're previously unacquainted. They're introduced as the Doom Raiders. One of them's named Istrid Horn. She's a dwarf. The other one is Tashlin Yafira. I can't remember what she is. Devil indicates he's got another mission for them. Schemo's made some potions of mind reading for a client, and he wants them to pick up the potions and deliver them safely to said client who is shy and doesn't want to move about in the streets. They accept. Gothak asks for a map to find the location of the client, and it's indicated there will be a tip upon safe delivery of the potions. We then all go back to Troll Skull Manor and start talking. We plan to go see Schemo the next morning, and I indicate I'm going to go along with them on their errand because I'm troubled by what the potions are and the likelihood of an attack to try to steal them. Otherwise, why would Devil have us all carrying around a bunch of potions like common messenger boys? We watch with deep disappointment as Sid makes his ascension successfully and decide we should all just go to bed. Vamir is having dreams again and hears a voice seeking Mom. Another voice yelling, "Where are you?" Yet more yelling, "Help me." There's screaming and menacing laughter, and Vamir's heart races as he is overcome with fear. Eventually, his sleep lightens, and he hears children playing, singing, and rope jumping. He wakes in a cold sweat. Praise the dawn. We leveled
Children.
2-3.
Praise it on.
And that is where we left off.
That was a good recap. I forgot half that crap.
I forgot most of that crap.
Yeah, it's like it never
I know,
happened.
man. So, real quick, you resolved the paper problems. You have not
Yes.
talked to the guy at the bent nail,
Nope.
and
We have
now
not.
you're
And
you're
we
supposed
have
to-
not gone to get the potions from Schemo yet.
Right, you got to go see Schemo. All right, let me write that down. What did I just say? Let me see.
You said write that
With a
down.
mighty roar, I descend to face the dawn.
Steel and wool.
Acrobatics.
Schemo.
Athletics.
And what else was it?
I succeed in coming down to face the dawn. It's fucking graceful. I land on both feet. The hands are extended towards the sun, and I manage to stretch at the same time.
Salute the sun.
Yep. It was glorious. You're welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome.
I'm gonna raise that difficulty check.
Nah.
It's getting too easy.
I have just added the first note of the night, and it reads thusly: Sadly, Sid successfully descends.
Right. So you wake up in the morning and you go downstairs and everybody's gathering in the main room, and it's a nice day out, and the street's pretty busy. I guess it's about 9 a.m. and you're having breakfast. Is there any conversation that's being stricken?
Vamir, why are you white as a sheet?
Well, you see, my mother was an elf, and my father was an Iskaran, so that's just sort of my natural pallor.
No, I mean, why is your pallor extra pale?
I've known you for many years, and you are extra, extra pale today.
I didn't sleep very well.
Something must have caused you not to sleep very well, but I don't know what that kind of thing is.
Nightmares, perhaps?
Well, troubled friend, what nightmares have you had?
I described the nightmares that I had.
Fucking.
I can't remember what. There were creepy children. It was a night
It's in the notes. You can all go to the Waterdeep notes and read
Hey,
them.
Aren't all
were
children
the
creepy?
voices back again?
Yes, there were voices in my nightmare.
Oh, shit.
Vamir might be losing it.
I want a nightmare that's all sign language, no voices.
Yeah, same.
I had one of those and Vale woke me up.
Did you scream, or were you sign languaging? And did it look like spirit
Ah.
fingers?
I think I might have been groping her, but that's a different story.
Oh, that's not a nightmare then.
Depends on your perspective.
On what side of the groping you're on, or what side the groping is on.
Okay, so
It's mostly back.
Kaz is in the kitchen cooking up some eggs.
Moving along.
You hear
So-
this the windows start rattling and a roar of an explosion fills Troll Skull Alley. Charred bodies and anguished screams fly through the air. A thick cloud of acrid smoke billows outward from the blast, which seems to have occurred right outside Troll Skull Manor. And the morning is interrupted by the loud whoosh, and all the screams and the city folk are running and that's what is happening right now. So how do you guys react?
I
Ramir
am
immediately runs outside.
same.
Yeah.
I go outside and I yell squirrel.
In the crowd outside.
Okay, so you're going outside and give me a let me see, Vamir, give me an intelligence check. Who went outside?
A whole
Gothak.
pack of us.
Gothic, Vamir, give me an Arcana check. Well, everybody, just go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Wow, Vamir, what are you doing?
Why so dumb today? Sleep better.
Oh no! I went outside because I'm not independent.
So you said intelligence or arcana,
Check,
whichever's
please.
higher?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whichever one was higher. Everybody rolled one.
Oh,
Oh Lord.
I'm slightly confused today.
Yay!
this stuff.
Okay, so Gothak and Kragor immediately know what happened. They know that the explosion was caused by a fireball spell. Okay, and let me see, where were we at?
My Goliath
In the
sense
wa-
is tingling.
Yeah, in the wake of the explosion, people emerge from their houses and shops, and they're peeking outside the windows, the ones that are scared, to survey the devastation. The fireball didn't set any buildings on fire, but it left 11 people dead in the street. There was one elderly female human who was just out for a daily stroll. There were two cloaked male humans clad in leather armor with sheathed swords. These are the things you immediately notice. Among the dead were two female humans and one male half-elf dressed in plain clothes, and one male gnome wearing a burned cloak and clutching a dagger. And there were also two female halflings that and two male halflings in laying dead in the streets.
Can you repeat the one immediately before the female halflings, please?
One male gnome he's wearing a burned cloak and clutching a dagger.
Is there anybody running from the scene?
Can anyone talk to dead people?
You don't see anybody running from the scene. All you see is everybody else around, looking to find out what happened, and some people are running, but it's not like they're running away from the scene. They're running because they're scared. But it doesn't look like somebody's fleeing the scene of the crime. To you, anyway. You didn't see any of that.
I use my wand of magic detection.
And detect a past fireball.
Yeah, there's no magic around, but you obviously you know that this was a fireball spell.
Oh, good.
And you guys have very little time before the city watchstar and the city guard arrive, so let's figure out what you're gonna do.
I drop into begging posture, incognito-like.
I'm gonna go check on the gnome that was clutching a dagger and see if there's anything suspicious on or around.
Give me a
I'm gonna
perception.
see.
Give me a perception check for that. Okay, Gothic, what were you searching? Some of the what were you looking for?
Well, so the gnome that was clutching the dagger and the immediate area around him, and I'm trying to see if there's any indication that he was being attacked or was the attacker or anything.
Okay, so you're examining the gnome, and you notice that he's got dry waste, like poop on his boots, and like dry waste and stuff on his cloak. And you deduce from that this guy has spent some time in the sewers recently. And you notice that he has a pouch on his side.
Well, my guy doesn't know any better, so I'm gonna go inspect the pouch. I want to take the pouch and see what's in it, and hopefully someone stops being.
Okay, so give me a dexterity check for sleight of hand. Dexterity sleight of hand, whichever's higher.
I don't think he's trying to be subtle here.
No, I wasn't trying to be subtle. My character just wouldn't know that he shouldn't mess with a crime.
Okay, so you take the pouch, and but someone observes what you're doing.
Sorry, guys. This really was how I had to play that.
And the person.
Did you notice how I went all monk incognito right away?
No, I wouldn't.
That's because I'm from here.
And this halfling comes up, and
Right.
and he comes up beside you, and he says, "I saw you take that."
Well, I would. Obviously, it's in my hand still, and I'm looking inside it to see what's.
You know you're messing with a crime scene. That's a crime. I could report you to the city watch.
I look at him menacingly. And are you?
Lucky for you, I can be silenced. What's in the pouch?
At this point, I'm going to open it with the smarter people with me.
I've walked forward and am standing behind the halfling.
So you look inside the pouch, and you kind of everybody's gathered around, so they don't see what's going on. Nobody else around the scene sees what's going on except you and your cohorts and this halfling that is interested in which he saw what you did, and you open it up, and the pouch contains 5 100 gold piece gemstones.
Oh, crap. That's it?
That's it. And the halfling says, "That's a pretty nice find. I'm sure the city watch will want to know about that."
Is it a clue? Is it relevant?
If you know,
Yes, clearly.
lucky
So
for
I
you,
stand up,
he says, "Lucky for
and
you,
I
I know how to keep secrets for a price."
and I remind our party members that the City Watch would want to see that, and that because I'm from Waterdeep, I understand that the right thing to do is immediately return that to wherever it came from and not disturb the crime scene any further, and generally make ourselves not part of this situation.
So that you're telling
Because
that
I
to
might not
Gothak?
be smart. I'm telling
I-
this to Gothak, really anybody who's listening to me, and I'm like, y'all, there's room on my begging blanket, but not that much.
Give me, let me see. Give me a persuasion check.
I'm trying to persuade my party.
Yes.
Yeah, he's telling us.
That's not going to go well.
Considering.
Okay, so you're trying to tell Gothak and the rest of your party, you know, hey, it's not kosher. We shouldn't be taking this, and they just look at you, and you're not being.
I look at him and I say, "I'm not taking it. I'm inspecting it."
Ramir says, "Yeah, do what Sid said."
Okay,
Team
so
Dawn, bitches.
Vermeer tells you that you can
He's
you
so
can
smart.
serve some serious time for removing this from the crime scene.
God, you cities are strange. I'll put it back down.
Oh, civvies.
Yes.
Okay.
So you put the pouch back down where on the ground.
Yep. With nothing removed because I never removed. I only looked inside.
Okay.
I'm going to, under the guise of doing my cleric duties in serving the proper rites for the dead, I'm going to inspect the 2 dudes that were in black.
Okay, give me a perception.
I think Ramir's going to help him. Can he make that with advantage?
Sure.
Do you want to play it?
Like,
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
So you're inspecting the two cloaked male humans. You don't really notice anything except they're wearing black armor, leather armor, and they have swords, but they're sheathed. That's really what you see,
Do
and
they have the
nothing more.
funky snake tattoo, the winged serpent tattoo thing on their necks?
Who's
Or on
asking?
Kragor?
You don't notice it. You don't notice that they have
Okay.
any tattoos.
Even if you're looking for it specifically?
Yep. Just by looking, are you searching? Are you like touching and inspecting further?
Touch it.
I will inspect further.
Okay, do it. Give me an inspection then.
Are you touching it?
no, he's not. He's not very good at that.
Okay, so
I,
you
I,
do
I am
find
more in the empowering.
that one of the humans has a black winged snake tattooed on his right forearm.
Now, is that the same thing that our guys are affiliated with, or is this the other group?
Zentarum is winged snake.
The
Xanathars is a
Doom
bunch of
Raiders?
eyes.
Yes, the one guy does have a winged snake tattooed on his right forearm.
The Doom Raiders wear like black and green, right?
Actually, I'm missing.
That's a good question.
Yes, they're more well dressed.
Okay, these guys aren't Doom Raiders.
Oh, there's the fireball that I missed. And then let me see. And then here's everybody after the fire, aftermath. People crying, and you guys are doing your inspections. I don't know what this one is. And then a rain starts coming down over the area and starts putting out the little flames that are burning. Are you doing anything else? Asking questions, interrogating witnesses?
Yeah, Vamir will go around and see if anyone saw what actually happened.
I'll do the
I
same.
think-
I'm watching people from my blanket.
Alright, let me see. So, some of the eyewitnesses, you see Fala Lafleur. She was the one, wasn't she the one that was protesting?
Yes.
Yeah, she's, well, no, Fala Lafleur, the owner of the Corellan's Crown.
Oh no.
Yeah. So this is, you go and ask her if she had seen anything, and this is what she tells you.
I was watering plants in the greenhouse on the second floor of my shop when the blast blew out some of the windows. But lucky I wasn't injured. Through the smoke, I saw a cloaked man take something from the body of a dead gnome, and then he started limping away. He was badly burned and casting glances over his shoulder like he was afraid someone might be following him. I think he was headed toward the bent nail.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's what she tells you. And then you see another Waterdavian born of wealth and privilege, and he's kind of standing over by the tiger's eye, and he's kind of in shock, and he's talking to I forgot the guy's name that owns the Tiger's Eye, the private detective. But they're over there talking. And then there's also a 12-year-old boy that's hiding behind a like a rain barrel at the scene. He's hiding back there.
I'll go talk to the boy.
Okay, let me see if I got something. This is what he tells you.
Right after the explosion, I tucked behind a rain barrel and I heard a plop and I found this in the barrel.
And he holds out his hand and he shows you that there's like a necklace he's holding, and it's a necklace with 2 beads remaining and a broken clasp. And the 2 beads are red. They're like a red kind of globe, and there's like a red swirl going on inside the globes.
Oh,
Like
wow.
an active swirl, like a magic active swirl.
Right.
Would my wand of detect magic have picked up on that?
Yeah, it would have.
Can I concentrate on it and determine the school of magic?
Sure.
Okay, do that.
How long does that take?
It's an action, I think, to concentrate.
Yep, still concentrating.
Yeah, hold on.
Still concentrating. Thinking.
Yep. Clear your mind. I know that comes easily.
Really does. Easier every day, but.
All right,
Can I get this most?
as you're studying it, let me see if I can share this. How can I share it with just one person? Let me see if I can share this with who's studying it.
Vermeer.
Vermeer.
And
I don't know if I actually need to yell.
Did you get that? Did it pop up for you?
It did.
Okay, this is what you recognize it as.
I look at the little boy and I say that's probably extremely dangerous and probably what caused this. Would you mind handing it to me slowly?
Give me a charisma check for persuasion
Not
or
persuade.
intimidation. You're intimidating him, or are you telling him, or are you persuading him?
I'm going to try and persuade him.
Then give me a persuasion. So you're persuading. You tell him that you think you might know that what caused this explosion, and you're asking him for the necklace, and the little boy says, please, sir, if you think if this is what caused it, I don't want to have anything to do with it. You take it. And he hands over the necklace to you.
You're a good lad.
Music playing?
You're a good lad.
Okay, and
Yes.
then you have the waterborne, Waterdeep noble over there talking to the other person that he witnessed something too. So is anybody going to talk to him?
I walked over there.
All right. I think it's this one. Let me see.
I tell you, it was not a man. More like a puppet shaped like a man. A puppet without strings. It was on the rooftop. It hurled something into the crowd below that caused the explosion. I saw those halflings burned alive. I saw them.
And actually, it's Vincent Trench. I remember his name. Vincent Trench is there with that female too, and they were talking. And she tells you it was on the a puppet without strings on a rooftop that threw something into the crowd below and caused the explosion, and then she saw the halflings burned alive. And Vincent Trench tells you that he knows exactly what it was that threw the fireball. He
Well,
tells you that it.
Do tell.
Okay. He tells you that it bears a striking similarity to automatons that sometimes march in the Day of Wonders parade. And anybody who's lived in Waterdeep during a fall season knows, because the Day of Wonders parade is sponsored by the local Temple of Gond. That it was a nimble right.
So, guys, we should alert the city guard and let them perform an investigation and let them know what we know.
Sid, why don't you go fetch them?
I'm fixing the city guard.
So you don't really need to go fetch them because, it's been about 10, 15 minutes and you can see
I found the city guard!
you can see them moving down towards the area. Actually, let me see.
I'm so good at finding the city guard! City guard!
There's the explosion. And that's actually the cover to chapter 3. Did everybody get that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Our game became a Michael Bay movie.
Okay, so the city guard arrives and cordons off Troll Skull Alley, and they post 6 guards at each entrance. The guards don't allow anyone in or out without permission from the superior officer. After the 6 guards, including the sergeant, they make their way to the crime scene and watch over the dead bodies until the city watch arrives. Lingering smoke from the fireball also attracts the Griffin Cavalry Rider. As a Griffin mount circles the neighborhood, the rider watches the streets and alleys for suspicious figures. 20 minutes after the explosion, a city watch sergeant named Seth Cromley escorts a member of the Watchful Order of Magists, M-A-G-I-S-T-S, Magists and Protectors named Barnabas Blastwind to the crime scene. Barnabas quietly takes charge over the investigation at that point, while Sergeant Cromley directs a force of 20 veterans to knock on doors and question locals. And there's Cromley and Barnabas.
Oh, they look like him.
So I missed almost all of that, Scuzzer, if it needs to go in notes for later.
The cops are doing the rounds.
Yeah, they're knocking on doors and asking questions. And
Going hot!
And you can see Barnabas over there looking at the scene closely, you know, and he's got his cane there and he's moving things around, and he finds a pouch, he picks it up, inspects it, puts it back. He looks at the scene. He kind of moves the arms of the humans, and you notice he kind of slides the sleeve up with his staff of one of the humans that you've seen the tattoo on, and you see him turn his head and talk to Cromley, and Cromley's writing down notes in his books, and you hear Barnabas, mumbling stuff to Cromley. but you don't know what he's saying. And then by this time, you guys have gone back over towards Troll Skull Manor, and you're hanging out on the porch and watching all the what's going on. And you see Barnabas and Cromley start walking over towards your way. And Barnabas introduces himself as, Barnabas Blastwind. Pleasure to meet you. And this is the sergeant, Seth Cromley, and we're taking over this investigation. Can you tell me anything you know about what happened here?
Yes, I tell him everything.
You tell
Especially
him
about the dawn.
We heard about like one of the automatons. Witnessed an automaton caused the explosion. We found a necklace of fireballs left at the scene of the crime.
You found a necklace of fireballs, you said.
Yes.
Can I do you have it, or where is it? I mean, did you leave it there or did you remove it?
Oh
I
Lord,
removed it.
no! It was in the possession of a young boy, and it's in my possession.
May I have it, please?
Oh, I hand it to him,
And he hands it over to
and then I
Sergeant
back
Cromley.
away slowly.
He hands it to Sergeant Cromley, and Cromley puts it in a pouch and starts writing notes in his book. And Barnabas asks you, how did this boy come about this piece?
He found it in a water barrel.
To
The culprit dropped it in while making an escape.
Yep, it fell into a water barrel over yonder.
Do you guys want to come up and see my Dawn Fort?
No, we don't have time for that. And he looks over towards the water barrel, and he strokes his beard, and you hear him ask Cromley, how do you think that this got in the water barrel? Did the young man say how it got in the water barrel? Did he see somebody put it there?
He heard an audible plunk, as if
But he
it
didn't.
fell
He
from
didn't
above.
Oh, it fell from above. Cromley, write that in your notes, please. And he looks back towards the water barrel, and he tells Cromley, the only plausible explanation I can think of is that it came from the roof. And judging by the explosion, I'm going to think, I think whatever threw this fireball was on that rooftop. We'll have to check that out. So, Barnabas looks at you and he says, it seems to me, from the position of the bodies, this gnome was headed towards your tavern. Do any of you know who this gnome was?
No, he's not familiar to any of us.
Nope. But I can tell you that one of those other two humans is a member of the Zentarum.
Yes, I recognized his tattoo. Okay. If you guys learn of anything more, here's my card. And he gives you his card. Please contact me. So he's getting ready to leave. Does anybody want to ask him anything, or is he just going to bid farewell and go back to his investigation?
You asked us if we know who the gnome is, but do you know who the gnome is?
Oh, clever.
Give me a charisma check.
Oh, Lord. Somebody else needs to charisma. I'm the least charismatic.
Or
Well,
how about persuasion? Charisma or persuasion, whichever's better.
Oh no!
they're
Ignore that.
equally
Ignore
bad.
that.
Barnabas says,
That wasn't. I
Brand
mean,
new-
that wasn't me rolling, but
No, no, it didn't happen. This was me. I accidentally hit his keyboard. Yeah.
Oh, that was
Yep.
Vermeer.
And
Oh,
no, I just
Okay.
oops.
I
Raymond.
am not I am not charismatic.
So
Yeah.
Barnabas,
Someone else should be doing that.
Roll.
Barnabas, you asked the question though. Barnabas says, if I knew who the gnome was, I certainly wouldn't have to ask you. I wouldn't have bothered. I would have just asked if you knew why he was coming here.
Well, we are in the process of getting this place back in shape. So it may have been one of the many vendors that we've been in contact with, or one of their associates.
Give me a charisma check.
Oh, Lord.
Ow.
He just strokes his beard and says, doubtful.
Maybe we should. Ugh.
Doesn't anybody
I
have
assume-
charisma?
I assume that Goliath is in the back, looking extremely awkward and trying not to say anything.
Yeah, I've got a charisma of 12. So it's not the greatest, but it might
Mine-
not be the worst.
Dude, mine is 9.
Let me look at the character. Let me look at the party sheet.
Mine is not good.
Charisma 12, 13 for Kaz, 13 for Oscar.
Oh,
Oh, there's a
dude.
20. Oh, Vermeer has a 20 charisma.
Yeah. He just rolled bad.
Well, he can ask another
He
question.
rolled epically bad.
Now, persuasion isn't my forte. I'm more of an intimidation dwarf.
I'm
Can we
more of
offer
a
this
Hulk
guy a
smash
drink?
Goliath.
But
We are in a bar.
But pissing off
Have
the
them fill
watch
the
is
bar.
not
Yeah, I don't know if you'd want to try
like
to
an
intimidate
intelligent thing.
the magistrate.
Nah.
Can we bribe him? I don't think that's
That's bribery's a crime.
advisable. Oh shit! All right, never
It'd be
mind.
so
then.
much easier if we were up in the mountains.
Wait a minute, doesn't he only have to report gifts exceeding $25?
No, we laugh because it hurts us.
Well, if
All right.
there's nothing else we can do for you, can we go about our day?
Before he leaves, everybody roll a charisma or persuasion or whatever's best, and I'll give you one more piece of information.
If we
Charisma
roll.
and persuasion are the same thing.
Oh, it's the same thing. You got a plus.
Oh, he got it. That's good.
Oh,
Booyah!
someone got a 20.
What? What? Oh,
Give me
Goliath!
one.
Got a
yeah.
20. What Vermeer get?
Look, man. My charisma's low, but I am.
Holy shit, look at me go!
Okay, so
We're really
here-
closing in on these
Here's
guys.
what I'm gonna do because I'm such a nice DM.
We're a handsome-looking pair, you and I, Dragon and Goliath.
Right?
The majority of the party beat the DC.
Get up, corn dog!
I'm gonna
We're having a
give
party.
you the information that Barnabas is thinking. So he's telling you that that he thinks the gnome was running from the armed pursuers, of which he thinks there were 3. And he believes that the third person who was chasing the gnome isn't among the dead. He thinks somebody escaped this scene. The gnome and his pursuers were moving toward Troll Skull Alley, the tavern in particularly. And neither the gnome or his pursuers saw the blast coming. So it was like, he thinks that the gnome was running towards the tavern, 3 people were following him, and none of them knew what was going to happen. And that's what he has deduced from his initial investigation.
All of the 3 people are here? The 3 pursuers?
No. He thinks one person. There were 3 pursuers. 3
Right, so
people
the 2
chasing
men
the
with
gnome.
the swords. 2 men with
Right.
the swords died in it. The gnome died, and the 3rd pursuer escaped.
Right. And here's the what Fala saw. Actually, I hit that twice. So she saw a cloaked man take something from the body from the gnome and started to limp away. He was burned badly and casting glances over his shoulder like he was afraid someone might be following him. And then this is what Jezreen Hornraven said. It was a puppet without strings and it was on the rooftop. It hurled something in the crowd below that caused the explosion. And then this is what the boy found. And you gave that necklace to Barnabas. Alright?
That's really loud. We can't hear anything but the rain.
When did that start? Actually, I can turn that off.
And it's not one of those nothing but the rain situations. It's like we really literally can't hear anything but the rain.
Yeah, I turned it off. I don't know why it got so loud all of a sudden.
It's loud rain. Big fat drops.
Okay, so here.
Oh no. No. That would introduce too many new variables into an already confounding equation.
That's Barnabas talking.
In my venerable opinion, the gnome was running from armed pursuers, of which there were 3. The 3rd person, who is chasing the gnome, is not amongst the dead. It seems the gnome and his pursuers were moving towards the tavern in Trollskull Alley. As well as I can ascertain, neither the gnome nor his pursuers saw the blast coming. Yes. I thank you for the information.
And you see him and Cromley go back over and they start, cleaning up the crime scene, removing bodies and hauling them away.
Kragor, you didn't happen to prepare any divination spells today, did you?
I have not. Not that I have any.
So everybody goes back inside the tap room at Troll Skull Manor, and what would you like to do next?
I'm thinking we should try and either follow up on this fireball thrower.
Okay.
We have to go talk to the person from like yesterday's stuff. Right?
Hello, 1980s.
Right? Like we still owe it to an end.
What was that?
We still have to go do a thing from like yesterday's quest, right?
Right, deliver a bunch of thought reading potions.
Yeah,
Right.
we gotta do that.
Did we though?
What time is it now,
Mhm.
DM?
It's probably around noon. That probably took a good hour and a half before they opened up the streets. Because you remember they cordoned off, wouldn't let anybody in or out. And they wanted to question everybody. So it's probably around.
Yeah, we
noon.
got a hot lead and a thing we have to do later. I think, right? That's how I'm reading the situation. So I'm gonna put the mind reading potions in my belt pouch sack.
We don't have them yet. We don't have them.
I'm not
No.
doing that. I'm not doing that. But I would, if we had them, I would do that.
And actually, you won't.
Ho ho!
Because I don't know that Schemo is going to trust them to someone who's not part of their group.
Yeah, the whole like lawful good thing versus mind reading potions to a dubious buyer.
I'm not very smart, though.
You ain't
So
wrong.
anyway, we're not doing that because we don't have them.
That's true.
I advocate that we go and investigate.
Yeah, maybe the lawful good people who aren't totally on board with this whole mind reading thing go and investigate the Temple of God.
Because someone set a fireball off in my city. And some of my Donnies might have been hurt.
Okay,
Some
so
of my Donnies.
It's kind of like homies, but of the Dawn. It's homies of the Dawn.
Oh dear God.
I hope they're all dead.
So the
I
plan
like
is
that
some.
Goliath.
Seems a bit harsh. I'm a Donnie.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The plan is for some people to go to see Schemo Weird Bottle, and for some people go to the Temple of Gond.
Yes.
Yes.
Who's going where?
Gothak will be going to the potion guy.
I'm going with Gothak and whoever else is going on that quest. I think Kragor has to go.
Kragor has to go. So
Probably Kaz and Oscar would also be expected to go, so Kaz should go with us.
Okay.
So Kaz, Oscar, you said Gothak, going on the potion quest. Kaz, Oscar, Gothak,
Kragor
Kragor.
and Bladebiter. Unless we want to send Kaz with the Dawn Screamer and Vamir.
And going to the temple is Sid,
Vamir.
right?
Dawn boys to the rescue.
Kaz, I would argue you can pick what you'd like to do. I believe if you'd like to assist Vamir in controlling the Dawn Screamer, that would be a valiant quest, or you come with us.
We could have a band with Cat.
Well, she's kind of
Because of the blood.
she's
I
kind
don't
of
care.
been sent on the
She's
mission
in.
by
Yeah, I was going to say, I think she has to go with us.
Yeah.
And I'm going along on that because I'm anticipating we're going to get jumped. So,
Okay, well, Sid and Vamir go to the temple with or without Kaz. Kaz, you're more than welcome.
Those
Okay,
two are the
Sid-
best of friends.
Sid, you make this plan that Sid and Vamir are going to go to the Temple of Gond, and everybody else is going to go see
Temple of what?
Schemo Weird Bottle.
Uh-huh. Shit.
Temple of Gond, right? Isn't that what it was?
Yeah, no, it's Temple of God. You're right.
Convention.
Kind of wanted to go to the Temple of Dawn.
All right, so let me see. Hold on. I know I had this. What did I? Hold on. Here it is. Yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. A friend of ours named Schemo runs a small. I'm just reviewing what we learned last time, which is, let me click this. And this is what Davil described as the mission. A friend of ours named Schemo runs a small shop in the trades ward. He made some potions of mind reading for a client. Bastard's lazy. The bastard's lazy and doesn't want to deliver himself, and the client is shy. I want you to head over to his shop, pick up the potions, and deliver them to the client safely. There will be a tip for you. All right. So you're heading over to. That's not a picture. You're heading over to Weird Bottle Concoctions. Okay, in the party, you easily find Weird Bottle Concoctions, and on the ground floor of a small two-story building in the trades ward. The shop is a single square room, is lined with shelves carrying vials of various sizes, as well as individual ingredients for sale, such as crow's feet, bat guano, and other odorous oddities. Wooden counter lines the back wall of the shop, behind which is a small laboratory where Schemo Weirdbottle spends most of his time. A small stairs leads up to Schemo's apartment on the second floor. Um, so he's standing behind the counter, and Schemo, um, he's a little weird. Um,
That's an understatement.
Go figure with
yeah,
that name.
yeah. Um, and he sees you coming in, and you guys met him at the tavern, right? At what's his name, tavern?
Correct.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Yawning Portal. You met him. So he says, and he sees you coming in the door, and he says, "Ah, you guys! It's about time you got here. What took you so long?"
There was an explosion.
An explosion? What do you mean an explosion?
There was a literal fireball in front of our tavern this morning. It delayed.
And you see, he kind of opens up his he's wearing like an overcoat, and he kind of opens it up, and he like puts his chin inside the coat. And he says, "Do you see who devil's sending me, my old friend? Oh, how far have we fallen? Well, I guess they'll have to do. You recruits! You'll deliver these potions to a lady in purple cloak near the Godcatcher statue in the castle ward. Careful now! They're worth more coin than you lot have probably ever seen. Before handing over the silk-lined coffer container of the 4 potions, no, my friend. I don't need to tell them to keep their hands off the merchandise. Surely they'll value their lives more than that." That's what he says inside of his like the lapel of his coat.
Tell me again who he's telling his cloak to deliver it to. Ah,
He's
there.
like,
Never mind.
like somebody's gonna sneeze and they like put their face inside the lapel of their jacket or something. That's
Elbow.
what he's.
Always use your elbow.
Yeah. Well, he's like covering, like talking inside of his cloak or coat or whatever it is. Go on now. We ain't got all day. And he gives you the 4 bottles and swishes you out the door.
All right, I'll hold on to the bottles for walking mountain safekeeping.
Okay.
And I'll
Are
let
they
someone else that knows the city lead the way.
Are they still in the coffer?
I don't think
What's that?
Are the potion bottles still in the coffer?
Let me see. What's going on? Probably had. The gnome says before the silk lined coffer. Yeah, he handed over a silk lined coffer containing 4 potions. So yes, they are.
Okay.
So
So in other
as
words, if you drop the coffer, you drop all the potions.
yeah.
Yeah, as I said before, I'm stepping back to let someone who knows the city lead the way.
So how are you trying? Are you just like walking down the street, or are you trying to be stealthy about it, or are you just casually strolling along? Let me know how you guys are walking toward going about the city with these things.
Do we have a way to conceal this coffer? Or do we just want it under the arm of the Goliath?
Well, who all's with us? It's Bladebiter, me, Gothic, and who else?
Kaz.
Kaz. Now, I myself am new to the city, so I don't know the way to the castle district. But I'll be glad to lead the way.
I will bring up the rear per usual.
All right, so you're just going down the street without, stealthing or invisibility or whatever, no deception. You're just gonna walk down the street with them, correct? Like a normal day. I just need to know how you're going about this.
Well, like we've
Someone
been
control
shopping,
Captain Cackler.
we just
No, I'm not with you. I'm not with you. I'm laughing at real life.
I know. I am suggesting IRL that someone control the Cackler.
I don't think either of the people in this room are fucking capable.
Probably
I'm
not.
gonna laugh. What about Cat? Cat can probably handle it.
2 steps, run a little bit to stay ahead of the tall people. But yeah, we just came out of a shop, so it stands to reason that we made a purchase.
Okay.
So,
I'm fine with that. I just
doing our thing.
needed to know. All right. Let me
I don't like
see.
it.
But keeping a weather eye out, of course.
So you're looking suspicious. You're just not doing
No.
anything suspicious.
Just not doing anything suspicious, just being watchful.
I think you're called by guards for carrying it.
How come this is
Dumb.
not rolling? All right. Well, I'll do it this way.
I don't want things to roll. Oh God, the dice!
Right, you know.
All right. So, actually, I need to roll twice. Okay.
No, twice is too many.
Passive perception. Okay.
And then it's very dangerous.
Did everybody get that map?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
This bagels for... No, this bagels for me.
All right, and let me see. We got Gothic.
Huh? Who's this?
As
Oh, no.
you said Kragor, right? Kragor's with you?
Kragor and Bladebiter.
Yep.
And Blade Brider.
Kragor's up front. I'm in the back.
She does come in.
All right.
I have an alarm.
Okay. I'm trying to read something here. I think you guys can go do this tonight, but
Showed you.
We do have an unhealthy habit of catching you off guard.
yeah. Okay.
I gotta say, magenta shingles very fetching.
I just got.
House I grew up in had
All right. So you guys, let me move you to this part of the map here. You say Krager's in front, right? Krager or Gothak?
Gothak's up front.
Yeah,
Gothak's up
Krager's up front.
front. Krager's up front.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah. Krager's up front, so he can lead the way.
All right. So that's your marching order there. And then let me see here. Okay, I think I got this set now. So as you're passing by this sewer grate, you hear a scream coming from the sewers. And then you see coming out of the sewer a couple bugbears.
Woo!
So let's roll for initiative.
okay. Bugbears. Did not expect those.
Just the sewer.
Yeah, but I
They're
mean,
out of this.
also, is it the bugbears screaming? Because they seem to be the run.
Whoa!
God, what is wrong with me?
Yeah, they're coming out. They're coming out to attack.
Wait, what? Why? Is something chasing them out? Who's screaming?
They are. They're
Oh.
screaming at you. Stop! However they say stop in bugbear.
Oh!
I imagine it sounds something like.
Blah blah.
How did they see us when they were in the sewer?
Smell.
Yeah, they
What-
would have smelled us.
They're
Do we smell
bugbear and all.
particularly offensive?
You might have been followed.
What?
Oh!
It might have been a trap. Alright, so
It's a trap.
we are in combat. Gothic. Let me put the little start off here.
First question: how big is that coffer?
It's got 4 bottles of potion, so
What the hell?
What are you doing, Kitty? What just happened? She was wrapped up in.
I mean it would fit under your arm or in a backpack. It's not very big, but it's big enough. I'd say about maybe the size of a big shoebox. Who's carrying it? I forgot who's carrying it.
I am.
Gothak.
Gothak's carrying it. And you were carrying it under your arm, you said?
Well, I was carrying it under my arm at first, so I was going to see if I can put it in my backpack for a free action or I was gonna see what my options were as far as carrying that thing.
I will say it takes, if you want to use this action in this round to put it in your backpack, I'll allow that. It'll be an
Okay,
action.
then
It'll
I'll.
be your action though.
Yeah. Okay, then I'll do that so that I'm not worthless for the rest of the fight.
All right, pass your turn then to Cragor.
I turn the nearest one and I cast Hold Person.
That would be Bugbear 19.
19.
Yeah, Bugbear 19. And the Bugbear saves. He's a successful on his saving throw. So,
Well, damn.
Kaz, pass your turn to Kaz.
But us level 3s can attack twice.
You have to move closer to him. Unless you're going to use a ranged weapon. And did you have him targeted?
Yes.
It's a hit.
Okay.
And he takes 5 damage. Okay, Bugbear number 13 is charging Blade Biter. And let me see what actions. A melee weapon deals 1 extra die of its damage when the Bugbear hits with it. Surprise attack. What is this? Surprise a creature and hits with the attack during the first round of combat. No, he doesn't get a surprise attack. He's going to attack with a Morning Star. Yeah, he's going to attack with his Morning Star. And he misses. Bugbear 19 is going to attack Kaz with the Morning Star. And that's a hit.
Rude.
For 16 damage. Rain, you are up.
I like this Bugbear. Welp.
And that is a miss. Pass your turn. Yeah, Sid's not here. Vamir's not here. Oscar's with you, isn't he?
Technically.
Is Kaz gonna die?
Let me get Oscar onto here, and I will roll for him.
Is he still level 2?
Yeah, he is. Shit.
Just pretend he's not there.
You know what? Yeah. He's back at the thing sleeping. I don't want to kill him. Whose turn is it? Cragor. Your turn.
I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to try and hit Bugbear 19 with Hold Person one more time.
And he succeeds. Saving throw.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Kaz?
Hmm.
You got to pass your turn, Cragor. Hello? Cragor? There you go.
Sorry,
You're all
hold
right.
person
Kaz?
succeeded just on the wrong target.
Okay, there's a question. We're level 3, and it says that we're able to attack 2 times. Correct?
Where's that at? On what?
Swashbuckler.
Swashbuckler. Your focus, your
Oh,
training
shit.
on the art of the blade, relying on speed, elegance, and charm in equal parts. While some warriors are brute-clad in heavy armor, your method of fighting looks almost like a performance. Duelists and pirates typically belong to this archetype. A swashbuckler excels in single combat and can fight with 2 weapons while safely darting away from an opponent. Swashbucklers and two-weapon fighting. The swashbuckler relies on a good understanding of the D&D rules to realize its potential, specifically when it comes to fighting with 2 weapons. Other casters must use an action to disengage if they want to escape a melee, but the fancy footwork or the feature of the swashbuckler bundles a more limited version of disengage within your attack. This allows you to use your bonus action to fight with 2 weapons and then safely evade each foe you attacked.
So, Kaz will be using fancy footwork. When you choose this archetype at 3rd level, you learn how to land a strike and then slip away without reprisal. During your turn, if you make a melee attack against a creature, that creature can't make opportunity attacks against you for the rest of your turn, regardless of whether or not you actually hit with the attack.
Right. So that yeah. Is that what you chose for
Yes.
fancy footwork? So yeah, you don't get 2 attacks, right? Is that what it says?
I mean, if she's using 2 light weapons, then she can make a second attack with her bonus action.
Okay, so
And then she can...
And then you can evade, you can disengage from either one that you attacked without an attack of opportunity, right? That's what it's saying? Yeah, so if you're using 2 light weapons, you've got a rapier and a dagger. Yeah, you could use your rapier and your dagger, or two daggers. Or no, you got 1 dagger. One of those says throwing. So your rapier is a finesse weapon, and your dagger is a finesse weapon. So yeah, if you're using those, you can make 2 attacks.
Okay.
Additionally, because you are a swashbuckler, you get your sneak attack on the first one that hits.
So advantage?
No advantage.
You don't
Just
have
make 2
advantage.
attacks.
Okay.
So just roll 1 regular attack right now. I assume you're going against 19. So that was an automatic miss. So now what you can do is attack him again with your other weapon. So you use your rapier, so now you attack him with a dagger.
We don't get a
That
fumble
one was
table?
a hit. What's that?
We don't
No,
get a
it
fumble
just-
table?
It did. It was an automatic miss. It didn't come up with any special effect.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't get to apply the sneak attack with the second attack, but you do get to apply damage. So you hit for 3.
Doesn't sneak attack apply to the first hit of the round?
She missed. Oh, the first hit. Well, let's see. What does it say? What does sneak attack? Where is it at? Sneak attack. How to strike somebody. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to one creature you hit with attack. You have advantage on the attack. If you have advantage on the attack roll, the attack must use a finesse or ranged weapon. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target with disadvantage. She didn't have advantage.
But she has rakish audacity as a swashbuckler. You gain an additional way to use your sneak attack. You don't need advantage on the attack roll to use your sneak attack against a creature if you are within 5 feet of it, no other creatures are within 5 feet of you, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Alright, so yeah, there's no other creatures, so then she does, yeah, apply the sneak attack. Which is 1d6. So just roll a d6 and I'll apply the damage to him.
Isn't it 2d6 now? At 3rd level?
Is it? Kaz. Sneak attack.
Yeah.
We're learning.
amount of extra damage increases you gain levels in this class as shown in the sneak attack column of the rogue table. It didn't link the rogue table. Do you know where that rogue
It
table
is 2d6.
So we need to change. I'll change this to 2d6. I just put another d6 in there. And that didn't work.
The number of d6 is equal to half your rogue level rounded up.
2d6.
I reprogrammed that to 2d6. So give me another d6.
2d6.
So it's 7.
That's 7. That's 7.
Number 19.
Plus her dexterity modifier, right?
4.
For the sneak attack?
Finesse weapon.
Rogues have too much math.
Adds dex.
We're gonna get really good at that.
Oh no, wait. She added her dex already to the damage. My bad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, not to the sneak attack. So it's
Yeah.
So he should have 15 wounds. All right, pass your turn.
Figure it out.
Bugbear 13.
Throw that.
He's gonna attack Blade Biter again. Uh-oh. Critical hit. Oh, that hurt.
I think Biter.
Bugbear 19.
Wait, was that the right one?
Critical hit to
Oh no.
Kaz.
Oh no.
And
Dying.
Kaz is dying.
That's okay. They have a credit. Important rules when splitting the party. Always make sure there's a healer.
And then out of the hole comes 2 more bugbears.
Sleepy, sleepy.
23 and 35.
And this one is going to attack Gothic. And he's going to miss.
Of course he is.
Bugbear 7. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's moving towards Kregor. Gothic, you're up.
I'm very angry. I have seen one of my friends get hurt. And so I go into a mighty rage.
Yes! Woo! Rage!
That was not mighty sounding.
I turned it up a little.
And with that, hold on, give me 1 second because I have a new ability I'm going to play with.
Wow.
Okay, so I have Barbarian Divine Fury. And so the first creature I hit from each turn takes an extra 1d6 plus half my Barbarian level. The extra damage is necrotic or radiant. And I think I reluctantly chose Radiant when I made that choice.
Yes, Radiant is the dawn.
I said reluctantly. Which one attacked me?
Gothic?
Yeah.
Bugbear 20.
All right.
Every time I hear the word wolf, I yell. European wolf.
Jesus Christ.
You guys, and I'm rolling crits. Pass your turn to Blade Biter.
I don't wanna. This is horseshit.
This is what always happens to us.
Well, actually, Bugbear 19, he's heavily wounded, isn't he? All right, Blade Biter.
I'm gonna teabag these bugbears.
And that is a miss.
You know!
Wait, how do you miss teabagging the bugs?
Well, after they're dead, then they get teabagged.
So an attack, an attack, and is all I get. I get a single attack.
Unless you have something that gives you more.
I should have rolled that with inspiration. That was goofy.
I'll let you re-roll it.
Oh yeah.
Check off one of the inspirations.
Actually, I'm gonna breath weapon.
Whoa!
Okay, use your
Bugbear
inspiration.
13. And use my inspiration. Bugbear
Use your
13,
reroll.
which means it will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, all the way to that building over yonder and through that asshole who has appeared in the back.
The
Get
Psionic
him,
Kobold
sweetie.
and a person
Yes.
named Exalia.
Well, I'm not going to hit that one because it's a single 5x30, but Bugbear
Oh.
13 and that kobold are going to get torched.
They're two kobolds. They're both kobolds.
Well, the one that's standing in the way is about to get torched.
K or I?
Okay.
K. All right.
Okay.
Target them and roll. And check off your inspiration.
I gotta figure out how I roll this.
Okay.
You have
Just
psionic
happened.
breath?
That was a nice sound.
Psionic?
Symbol 2 Blade Biter. Cast Dragon Breath on Psionic Kobold. Okay.
And the
Bugbear
Bugbear.
13. Bugbear 13 Dexterity save was a success. Kobold Dexterity
Kobold attack.
was a success.
How are they rolling so freaking well against a breath?
Well, Dexterity.
They just
Kobold 13. Did you roll double click?
It's possible I did.
Yeah, because they rolled twice. The second one was a
Okay.
failure. So roll. What do they get on a success? Half damage or no damage? Because one of them failed. Bugbear 13 failed, so go ahead and roll the damage.
Let me check. On a failed, they take 2d6 damage on a failed and half as much on a successful save.
There you go. So just roll damage, and it should apply it to both of them at the appropriate amount. 2 damage to the one and 4 damage to the other. So it applied. That's how you use it.
That seems really low given what that is, but okay.
All right, pass your turn. Well, you rolled a 4. You could have rolled a 12.
Nonetheless.
This is just bad roll.
Have I ever rolled well? I've never rolled well.
Not during combat.
So this Psionic Kobold is going to roll a Wisdom check, right?
This thing's already a dick, I can tell.
A perception.
Actually, I
With
added to my
disadvantage.
notes bugbears jump out of the sewers to attack us, the bugbears are assholes.
I like it. Good job.
So this sonic kobold is going to roll perception with disadvantage because of the sunlight. Just to see if he can detect who's got the potions. That didn't work. Oh, here we go. Check. That's what I got to roll. Let me see. Where'd the tactics go? Ambush from below. Okay, there we go. And you put that thing in your backpack, right?
I did, yes.
So that's going to be a pretty high check for that person to get. And she did not. They did not figure it out.
Natural.
All right, so that's going to be the person that their turn. Vamir, you're up.
Yeah, I pass.
Oh, you're not here. Sid.
I don't get it.
Exalia.
I mean, yes.
Moon hits your like a big surprise. That's some more.
What the
Xavier
deuce
is
is
going
happening?
Nothing.
Nothing. Sorry, we're having.
They're literally singing sweet nothings to each other.
So one of the dudes in the room has not heard that song from every Italian movie ever, and did not get the joke, which is going to be pasted here, and I'm embarrassed for him. Right? Right? Look at the joke. You didn't get it.
I still don't get it. Amore.
Do you get that it's an eel?
Yes. Do you get that it's amore? Yes. You know what amore means in Italian? No. Love.
And do you know what pizza means to Italian? From New York. Italians from New York. Yes, probably.
All right, so this kobold, how far is it?
Is a dick.
Let me see, how far- It is 25 feet from Gothek, so yes. It's going to cast...
Spectral dick.
What?
It's gonna cast spectral dick.
And why did that roll with advantage? It should be rolling with disadvantage. Let me roll it again. And Gothek succeeds on a saving throw.
I've got that Incredible Hulk rage factor. I'm so fucking angry you can't read my mind.
Kaz is dead. Oscar, Sid, Zane is dead.
Wait, are all of them dead?
No, we're fine. We're not even here.
Are you on a loop map? I've seen this male eat tomato all the time.
Alright. Bugbear 13 is just barely wounded, right? I'm going to hit it with an axe with advantage.
You like it?
Have you ever seen Stuffies?
You said 13? Yeah, he's still green.
Oh, like that actually. It's not that.
Why is a battle axe growling?
Because it hates bugbears.
It's cursed.
No, it's uncursed, remember?
It's uncursed.
And Gothek has the uncursed blade.
All right, so you hit him for 13 points of damage. Pass your turn. Azalea is going to try again to read detect thoughts with disadvantage. And again, oh no, Gothic fails the saving throw.
Fuck that douche nozzle.
So let me see. What is detect thoughts? You can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast a spell and as an action of turn the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature you can see within 30 feet. Creature you choose an intelligence 3 or lower or doesn't speak any languages, the creature is unaffected. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment, which is rage. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning. There's a purpose for this, though. All right, so that's now he can dig deeper next time. They're trying to figure out. Who has the potions. So the psionic kobold is going to target Blade Biter and disadvantage, and tries to read Rain's mind, and she succeeds on the saving throw.
Because that kobold is an asshole.
Kragor.
Hi, Pack.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, this is going to be fun. Let me see what I can do here. I am going to bring down Morden's wrath on one of these douche nozzles. As they
Yay, wrath!
Let's do the ranged person. Line of sight, Ixla. I'm going to hit her with guiding bolt.
Roll it.
Aim for the nuts.
Yes!
Critical.
Burn!
Double roll, but
critical. Crazy mental flash. You learn the secret to the universe. Gain experience equal to 1/20th the amount between your current XP and your next level. Then forget the secret. Well, we're not doing XP, so it's just a critical. Did you roll for damage? Holy crap.
Yes!
Did that kill her? What? Krieger for
I love Moradin.
unconscious to Bugbear 19. Oh, you hit Bugbear 19. Oh, yeah, he only had like 3 hit points anyway.
what?
But he was aiming for Ixla.
Yeah, I thought he was.
That's what I thought. Can we apply
All
that
right,
damage
you
to
had the
Ixla
wrong
instead?
target then. You had the
Damn it.
wrong target. Yeah, I can apply it to him. Let me give 19 back,
There's 3 hit points.
and then I will drop this damage on Ixla. Instantly killed that bitch.
This was a good decision.
Where is Ixla? How many did she even have? Oh yeah, she only had 11. You waxed her. All right. Anything else?
I point at the other kobold and saying, Dwarven, you're next.
All right, pass your turn. Bugbear 13. He is still engaged with Rain, so he's going to attack. Drop to 13. I don't know why I attacked with disadvantage, but nonetheless, both of them would have missed. Alright. Bugbear 19. He's going to come over.
Wait.
Attack
Why is he
Goth.
unconscious?
Who? Oh, because
Oh.
that was the one he accidentally hit. Let me take that off.
Oh, okay.
Let me take that off. Yeah, that was the one he had wrong.
Yeah, take it off.
Take it off the bugbear. And attack on Gothak was a miss.
Fuck that bug dick.
The bugbear missed him. Bugbear 20 though doesn't like his friend missing, so he's gonna take a swing. Actually, that's damage. What did happen? Damage 11 to bugbear 20. That's not right. So shift. Take that off. Why did it do that? Bugbear 20 is killing himself. Shift. Heal.
What is a bugbear? They are retarded.
11 is 33. So let me. He should be at 0. The shift drag should do an opposite, which is heal instead of damage. I don't know why it's not doing it. Anyway, what was he doing? He was attacking, right? Yes. And he's not unconscious. He's attacking with the Morning Star on Gothak. And that was a miss. Bugbear 7 comes charging over to Kregor. Attacks him with the Morning Star. And how come that didn't work? Uh-oh. And he swings at Kregor, and Kregor just ducks, and this guy just takes a big chunk out of the side of the wall with his Morning Star. And Gothak is up.
Okay, so here's what we do. Fuck yes!
Wow.
Critical.
Yeah, you go, dude.
Suck this Goliath dick. Sorry, I'm obsessed with tonight. that's gonna be my jokes for the rest.
Well, didn't you say you did like some sort of like lightning penis or something like that? Was that what you did earlier?
Dick.
Sorry, I got confused.
Lightning dick and spectral dick are very different. Don't disrespect the dick magic.
Actually, you know what, Kaz? I've been skipping over Kaz, haven't I? She's supposed to be rolling the. Let me see if it's been rolling for her.
Oh yeah.
Death saves. No, she hasn't been rolling. So you kill that one. Take him out.
Yes, I did.
What's with this necrotic nonsense?
Oh, I did choose necrotic. I decided I didn't care. I guess I don't remember. No, it didn't let me choose between the two. Oh, I clicked on the wrong effect. Either way.
Dead.
And yeah, he's probably equally dead either way.
And it was a critical, so I should get a critical effect, right?
It rolled a 1. 1 on the critical table, which just said critical hit.
I never.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, no effect got applied.
My barbarian.
I mean, just Hitler.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I missed enough.
Vamir's not here.
I passed.
How come you never asked me if I'm up?
Bugbear 13.
Why are you dying? Damn it.
The Dragonborn went down.
Why are you trying to kill us?
Bugbear 19. You're close. And that's a miss. Bugbear 7. And that's a miss. Kaz, death saving roll.
HD.
On your main
Oh,
page, the
Yeah.
death saves down at the bottom.
The death
Just double
saves.
click that. Yeah, click that dice.
To the right.
There
Yep.
you go, and that's a failure.
again.
Nope.
You're still dying.
Yep, you're still dying. You're not dead yet. But Mir's not here. The psionic kobold still does not know where this damn package is.
I got a package for you.
Is it spectral?
She's
Not
gonna move
anymore.
closer.
It's manifested.
Wait, you say it's festive? You say you have a festive package?
He said manifested, not spectral. Manifested.
Oh. Or you could say it's
I said
fested.
festive.
Kragor rolls a successful saving throw. Who is up? Sid is not here. Gothic.
All right. Who am I gonna? Or who's nearby? Dang. Oh, hit! Yay!
That's a hit. I'm gonna use a battle axe. Hold on.
He's dead, Jim.
You got to move over there to hit him. And if
He
that's
moved,
the
and
case, Bugbear 19 got an attack of opportunity.
Sure.
So Bugbear 19.
Rage Man doesn't care.
I'll give you this one, bucko.
Rage Man does not care at all.
And he crit.
So?
Someone's god is on fire. Your target emanates streams of fire at the nearest 1d4 target allies, doing 1d8 fire damage each. I ain't gonna mess with that. I'm just gonna apply the damage.
Okay. Wait. So, do I get a reaction for an attack of opportunity, or no?
For what?
You hit. You should.
Because I have Goliath Stone Endurance. I can roll a d12, and whatever I roll, I get that damage.
Does it work during an attack of opportunity, though, is the question.
It reads, you can focus yourself to occasionally shrug off injury. When you take damage, you can use your reaction to roll a d12, add your constitution modifier to the number rolled, and reduce the damage by that total. After you use a trait, you can't use it again until you finish a short or a long rest. So it just says whenever I take damage.
Okay.
So roll a d12.
And what's it say? What do you get back?
I rolled an 8, and my constitution modifier is a +3. So I
you
would
get 11?
reduce 11 damage.
So you only have 10 damage anyway, so that's a 0.
Neat. And now I can't. Yeah, now I can't use it again until after a rest.
All right, pass your turn.
I love being a barbarian Goliath.
Kragor. You guys are gonna see. Only two
I'm
more
going
guys.
to take the attack of opportunity and move up to Kaz and reach down and touch her with Spare the Dying.
So Bugbear 7's gonna get an attack of opportunity on you.
Yes.
He'll swing at you with the Morning Star. And he'll hit you for 13 points of damage. And you bring it over to Kaz, and you stabilize her, right? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm casting Spare the Dying.
So she doesn't have to roll death saves anymore. Pass your turn.
Are you guys still laughing about the duck and the GIF?
No,
or...
not a new one. Not a new one.
Rain. Death save. That was a success. Pass your turn. Oscar's not here. Vamir's not here. Sid's not here. Kragor, you're up again.
Wow, seems like I just passed my turn.
You did. That's what happens when you re-roll initiative after every round.
Awesome. This bugbear that's right next to me, I'm gonna to hit him with the guiding bolt, and may more than smite him mightily.
Mightily.
Well, I want to make sure I target the damn thing right this time.
Yeah, let's not skip steps like me.
Oh, yep, I've got him targeted.
You got Kaz targeted too. There you go.
Okay, try this again. May more than smite.
May he smite smitily.
And that was a miss. So
Pass my
Bugbear
turn.
13 sees that Gothic just killed his leader, the Kobold. So he's gonna come up here, and he's gonna attack you with his Morning Star, and he's gonna swing his Morning Star and hit the ground with it right before he hits you.
Serves
Bugbear
him right.
19. Bugbear 19 does not like Kragor being so close to him. So he's going to swing at Kragor. Damn it. And he's going to miss. Wow, I'm rolling bad now. Bugbear 7 is going to charge over here and attack Gothak because he's such a big, mean-looking dude.
You should have seen.
And he's going to miss. I'm rolling horrible now. Gothic, you got your choice. That's a hit.
Ooh, yeah.
And he's a goner.
Vale, I feel like you really understand my character with that.
Yep.
Kaz does not have to roll a saving throw, but she's still unconscious. Rain does have to roll a saving throw.
Again?
Yep, it's your turn again. And that's another save. And pass your turn. And who's up? Sid.
He's not here.
Kaz is still Bugbear 18. Attacking Kragor. And it's a miss. Bugbear 7. Attacks Gothic. And it's a miss. Oh my god, I'm horrible now. Gothic. These guys just want to die. They can't hit nothing now.
Again? What?
Sorry, that's my niece going
No.
crazy in the back. Trying to look at which ones are near me.
7.
Yeah, that's 7. The bugbear laughs. Why?
He laughs, and then I hurt him mightily.
Oh, yeah, he's heavily damaged. Pass your turn. Kragor, you gonna finish that dude off?
I'm going to consider it.
Save the dragon.
You got 2 saves already.
Running out of rolls, bro.
Yeah, if you roll a 1, it's a double fail.
Oh,
you roll
wow.
a 20, I'll give you a hit point back.
Let's see.
Don't taunt me like that. It's rude.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
I will go. I will take the attack of opportunity.
I was
Well,
gonna
wait,
say, that
that's
was-
5 foot. Does it
No,
still?
that's just out of reach. You move just out of the way. I guess this thing's in the middle of a square. I tell you what, I'll move him over here.
Okay.
I won't take it.
So it won't provoke an attack of opportunity then,
No,
since
you're
I'm
good.
still in melee combat
Yeah,
range.
because I have him
And
in between squares.
and spare the dying, because that is what the cleric is supposed to.
And Rain is stabilized.
Yay.
Crazy.
And I will spend the rest of my remaining turns turning around and facing my.
All right, pass your turn. Vermeer's not here. Rain is unconscious and stable. Oscar's not here. Back to the top. Oscar's not here. Kaz is unconscious and stable. Bugbear 19. Attacking Kregor. And he missed. God damn, I can't hit the broadside of the barn now. Bugbear 7. Holy shit. Miss. Gothic.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right. I started out rolling crits. Now I can't hit anything. Poor Kaz went down quick. Have you guys made it to the Temple of Gond yet?
No, because we standing around here. Surely they are at the temple. Spell that temple name, by the way.
G.
Are you sure they're at the temple? They might just be drunk.
Yeah, they might have stopped at the yawning portal on the way.
Pretty sure they're drunk.
It's definitely in the opposite direction.
Oh, was it?
There could be sacred wine.
There's plenty of taverns in Waterdeep.
Oh, my first miss in a while.
Oh, good. Sid is not here. Vermeer's not here. Kregor. You can take him out.
Let's see. I am going to. I'm going to bust out with my mace, attacking the bugbear.
All right. Hit. One left. And then there was one. Pass your turn. Rain is unconscious and stable. Kaz, same. Oscar not here. Sid not here. Rain. Gothic, you get a shot before he gets a shot on you. Damn it. How do you get out of this? Not with full maximum hit points. God damn it. You killed all the bugbears.
So wait. How many? There was 6 opponents. Did I kill 5 of?
I'm not sure. There were 5 bugbears and 2 kobolds, I believe.
I thought there was 4 and 2. Either way, I'm pretty sure I did okay there.
I can. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4 bugbears and 2 kobolds. That's what was in.
Did anyone else kill one?
Not sure.
Wait, no. Someone killed Ixla.
Yep.
I think. Yeah.
I took down
Kregor.
Ixla and
Kregor
at least one of the
adapted.
This has been a good
Rain
experience.
kill one? Didn't Rain kill one?
Oh,
I
perhaps.
wounded a couple of things, but I don't think I killed one. Maybe I did.
Okay, so as you guys are finishing off this fight, around the corner, you hear whistles and 4 veteran City Watch come running
Oh.
around the corner. And they surround you. And they look around and they see all these dead bugbears and 2 kobolds. And they said, "By the watch, what is going on here?"
You're welcome.
I thought the city was safe for people to move about the city without worrying about getting jumped by monsters.
That's racist.
And then you see coming around the corner is a young let me see. Let me describe her. A
Yeah,
young
describe her.
human female with blonde hair and a long scar on her cheek.
Heavy
breathing.
breathing.
And her name is. She introduces herself as Sergeant Peregrina Dawncastle, and she's really a hot chick. You know, a hot young human.
Spell the name, please.
Thank God the Dawn Screamer's not here.
Peregrina, Pegrina. Dawn Castle. Yeah, thank God. Her name is
Hey,
Dawn
lady.
Castle.
Let me show you my Dawn Fort.
Right. So she comes around and she introduces herself and she tells the guards, stand down. Let's find out what's going on around here. Yeah, Craig, are you gonna? Yeah, you might want to heal a couple people to get them back to bring them back too. So you healed.
I cast one on Kaz and one on Bladebiter, and I'm officially out of gas for.
So it automatically took unconscious off of them, huh?
That's what it looks like.
Yep, it took it off. Yep. All right. So anyway, she's asking you, what's going on over here? What happened?
We simply walked out of this shop and we were attacked by these creatures. They came straight from the sewer. I can still smell it on them.
They came from the sewer. Do you know why? What were they after? Who? Why would they attack you? Do you know? Do you have any idea?
If they said anything, it was not in a language I could understand.
Give me a deception or persuasion. Everybody.
Let's see.
Can I not indicate that I am a member of the Grey Hands?
You tell her that you're a member of Force Grey?
Yes.
Sure, roll it with advantage then. You show her the get out of jail free card. Roll yours with advantage.
Persuasion check is what I'm rolling.
Whatever's higher, persuasion or deception.
I mean, they're both terrible.
We're just so honest.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So at least 2 of you passed it. So the story you give her, she's believing, and she's gonna tell you she apologizes for the delay in the City Watch's reactions to the unfortunate incident that occurred here, and she will write this up as you did nothing wrong. You were self-defense, and she tells you if you run into any more trouble, make sure you seek out the city guard maybe next time and see if you can find them instead of almost all dying. Seek help, and she lets you go on your way.
Well then, I think it's time to finish this mission before anything else can befall.
Yes.
So when you reach the statue of the god catcher in the castle ward, and you see the lady sitting in the purple robe, Isabella Rosner. She's sitting on the back of a hire coach, and her face hidden by a purple hood. What do you want to do? You just see her sitting there, and you notice
Well,
that she fits
I
the
usually let the
description.
others go up and talk.
Yeah, she fits the description of the person you're supposed to deliver the potions to.
We should have asked for a password.
What's
Gregor,
happening?
Gregor, may I suggest that you approach her?
Certainly. Since I'm the one least bloody, I will walk up to the coach and knock on the. I assume it's a closed carriage.
No, she's sitting on the back of the carriage. So you can see her sitting there, and her face is. She's kind of got that purple hood pulled up over her face. But she's sitting on the back, so you don't have to knock on the door.
Are you expecting a package?
She kind of looks up, holds out her hand.
I would say that yes. Gothic, do you want to bring it forward?
I walk forward and I pull the package from my backpack.
She
Spectral?
reaches her hand,
Otherwise.
reaches her hand out towards you. Silently. As if to, like, give me the package.
I give her my package.
She slowly pulls your package in towards her.
They always do.
She rubs the top of the package and then opens it and inspects your package. Then she closes the top, and with her.
What
And
exactly
then
is she
you get
opening?
kicked out. Then right there, there's where you get kicked out. That's where you cross the line.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with her other hand, since your package pleased her, with her other hand she holds out a velvet pouch, like for you to take.
I'll take it from her.
I like it when they're velvety.
So she silently hands you the black velvet pouch, and then she motions for the driver to carry on and take her away. And then she gives you a nod of thanks as she departs, saying nothing. And this is what was in the pouch.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Yeah. And what did Davil tell you?
That it was a tip.
Yeah, keep
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Nice. All right, let me close this map. I don't need this damn map. Let me put this into the party sheet inventory. $15 platinum pieces. Now,
it's a lot of
it's
money.
up to you guys whether you're going to.
I think we can fix the tavern now.
Or if you're going to share it with the rest of the group, or share it just amongst yourselves. That'll be up to you.
It is the Goliath's sense of honor to share it with the entire.
Wow.
A dragon would be the same.
I think we can get the tavern fixed now.
Right?
Yep.
All right. That's all for a different storyline. So you guys have had, successfully completed your mission, and you're free to
Go back to the manor
yeah,
and rest.
go back to the manor and
Yes.
rest. Stop and talk to Davil and let him know. Talk to Weird Bottle, whoever. Let me see. Delete from tracker.
It's still early in the day, correct?
It's probably mid-afternoon. Yeah.
Then I would suggest we report to Davos and then go back to the tavern to rest.
Agreed.
No sense in putting it off since it's still early.
All right. So let's switch the scene over to Sid and Vamir.
Oh, this should be good.
We have been looking at memes for
God,
like
I'm
an hour and a half.
looking at what?
Memes. It's fantastic.
I thought you said boobs, and I was like, welp.
Well, I mean, I'd be alright with that.
Well, there's typically boobs in the memes, at least the good.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess we haven't been looking at the good ones.
Yeah.
Alright then I'll see you guys sometime.
Night, Cass. You're
Night.
awesome.
Good night.
So do you guys want
All
to
right.
start your scene with the the
Yeah,
Temple of
guys, start
God,
your scene together.
or do you want to hold that off? We can
My
start
God,
it.
please start your scene.
Please
Okay.
start your scene together.
All right, so
It's alright.
the House of Inspiring Hands, Temple of God.
That's its name.
The House of Inspired Hands, Waterdeep's Temple of God. Okay, that's the Waterdeep's Temple of God is called the House of Inspired Hands.
You get happy endings there.
It sits on the corner of Sea-Watch Street and Shark Street in the Sea Ward. And as you approach the temple, this is what you see. The House of Inspired Hands looks like a cross between a temple and a workshop. The symbol of Gond, a toothed cog with 4 spokes, is displayed prominently. You see the silhouette of a humanoid shape perched on the rooftop. It extends an arm, releasing a tiny metal sparrow into the sky. The bird does a few loops in the air, and you hear it clicking and whirring, click, 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 and it veers right towards you from the top of the roof.
Hey, Vamir. Did you see something?
In the combat tracker, you see a mechanical sparrow.
Oh.
We're getting attacked by a fucking bird?
And
A
roll
fake
for
bird.
initiative.
What the shit?
Hey.
Roll for initiative.
Wait, so we just got to the temple and someone on the roof launched this at us?
Yep. Oh, 20. An 18 and a 20. Yeah, that's what happened. You see a silhouette of a humanoid shape perching on the rooftop.
Well, yeah, you started with that, but like, I was having a perfectly good day until right there.
You
I
just
mean,
got attacked by
minus
a
the 11
mechanical
burned bodies
sparrow.
outside the tavern.
I forgot about that already.
You just got attacked by a mechanical sparrow.
What the fuck?
It was only slightly worse than the mechanical squirrel.
Okay, so I'm gonna punch it. I'm gonna punch it.
It's 60
And I've got to
feet away.
call it a night, guys, because I've got to
I
work
move
All
really
right, have a good
fast.
evening. It's 60 feet in the air.
He moved really fast. Did you not hear him?
Okay, so I believe I have the ability to punch.
Terrible things have happened.
I noticed.
What are you trying to do?
They left the building briefly.
Who did? Sid?
There's literally only 3 of us in the channel.
Hello?
There you are.
Hi, we missed you.
Is it like 60 feet in the air?
In the air. Yeah, it's at the top of the temple.
How many other in the airs do you know?
Well, I mean, it could be like feet away, but like 30 feet in the air and 30 feet. So like 30 feet vertically and then 30 feet horizontally,
60
which
feet
is
horizontally.
60 feet horizontally. What's that in the air?
Yeah.
60 feet vertical.
60 feet high.
Oh,
Well, I can't do shit to that.
Coming
So I'm
towards
gonna
you.
I'm gonna stand still and ready my defensive actions, all of them.
Okay, so you're
Are you
gonna
going to
take the.
attack it when it hits 30 feet? Or are you going to
Yeah, you're gonna ready an attack or
take the
dodge.
dodge action or what?
No, I'm gonna ready my radiant sunbolts, and I'm gonna keep it on proc for when that thing comes within 30 feet. I'm just think like Dragon Ball Z, just like charging up the magic. I'm like magic monk glow shit right now.
So you're just readying an action.
No, I'm magic monk glow shit. We've talked about this, Guzzer.
That's readying an
I'm
action. You can't do
glowing.
anything right now. Right. So you're
I'm
readying. You're gonna ready an attack.
maybe a few at
Okay,
this
so
rate.
Apply the ready effect to yourself.
Ha! I don't know how to do
Standard
that.
actions.
Well, I'm not touching it. I'm ready.
There you go. All right, Kaz is not here.
I mean, am
Vermeer.
my position is under the bird?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, where's the metal? Can I target the metal bird, or am I just rolling in the roll table?
You can target him. Control.
I don't
click
see him in the
on,
combat tracker.
Oh, let me unhide him. I'm sorry. He's hidden. There you go.
Okay. I am going to magic monk glow shit this thing, but with a 120 foot reach instead.
Oh, that's way better. Way better.
I think I missed.
Yeah, you missed him. Okay, so the sparrow is flying towards you.
Sure is.
It flies towards the party member, one party member at random. So let me see. Sid is 1-2. Vermeer is 3-4. Vermeer. Random and makes a melee weapon attack. Okay.
Whoa. Did it come within 30 feet?
Yeah, it's got a 60 feet reach. I mean, 60 feet per turn.
So I'm going to attack it as soon as it gets within 30 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Like,
Okay.
I'm using my Radiant Sunbolt, which is, it's basically just my magic unarmed strike.
All right.
Oh, you got to target that first.
Oh,
I really
yeah,
hope this bird is
so
a
the
messenger
19.
from the dawn and you piss it off.
Control click.
Yeah.
Okay. 19 hit?
Yes.
Sweet. Hey, you guys.
So explain how you destroy this bird before it attacks.
So because I was standing there glowing, channeling the power of the dawn through my loins and hands,
Loin?
all at the same time. All at the
Loinham.
same time. As soon as it came within range, I unleashed a massive beam of light rage, from my arm hands and my loins. And I blasted that thing out of the sky while screaming about the dawn.
So you this light came from your hand and your loins?
Yeah, okay, so you know how the Death Star...
That's what
you know,
went
like,
into the nose.
You know, like the Death Star, like...
Did you like give him the double hand and then smack your legs in like the suck it motion?
Yeah.
And this
Yeah,
light
like with
flew
the
out?
Death Star, the beams kind of like they joined to make one bigger beam. It was like that.
So you cross the streams with your light?
No, never. It's just the streams join. The streams join. They don't cross.
Okay. So
Special beam cannon.
Your growing beam destroyed the
No, loin beam,
not groin beam. Different.
Loin head, loin beam.
Your loin beam.
Don. It's like, are you recording this?
Yes, it's
yes, please. I can't wait to rewatch this.
Forever. It's going on YouTube, remember?
I love
Yeah, okay, fine. It worked. We got him. We got him.
Okay.
Mission accomplished.
So you see this mechanical bird explode in the sky, and little
Wow!
metal pieces
Wow!
fall to the ground.
Yeah!
And then you see this humanoid figure that was up there that launched the bird. You see it go back inside into an attic area up on top of the temple.
Come at me, bro. Or lady, depending on what you are.
Possibly Ace.
Yeah, well, I mean, really, whatever they are. Yeah, come at me.
All right.
So you knock on the temple doors, and they open it up, and they invite you in, and it's a buzz with activity. Um, and the main hall of the temple holds like 24 marble pedestals. Each one has a prize-winning invention or a miniature model of some other extraordinary creation. Um, and among the displays, there are several that stand out. There's a 4-foot tall working model of a clock tower. Um, it rings at the top of every hour. It's made of wood, iron, bronze, and glass with brass bells and delicate hands formed from solid gold. There's another one has a wooden flying machine that has wings that flap when it becomes airborne. Then there's a miniature model of a mechanical dragon turtle. It has a brass plate affixed to its pedestal that reads Big Belchy.
Yeah.
Sank in Deepwater Harbor on the Day of Wonders, 1363 DR. There's a functional waking helmet equipped with, and you see this helmet is equipped with small articulated metal arms and hands. You know, kind of like you would see like a short arms on a dinosaur, an alligator, and the hands gently slap whoever's wearing it if the person falls asleep. Um, there's there's a miniature model of a red submarine shaped like a manta ray, and it has a brass plate affixed to its pedestal that reads the Scarlet Marpanoth Lantanese submersible launched in 1489 DR. And then you guys are met by a dragonborn priest of Brawn dragon ancestry. With she comes up and introduces herself, and she says, "Good day, travelers. My name's Valletta. How may I help you?"
We are priests of Lathander. Lathander. Uh, sorry, accent. Uh, and we were recently involved in uh, a conflict involving supposedly a construct that resembles a human. Um, and we were wondering if you may have any information about those.
How do you feel about the Dawn?
Hmm. So this you're saying this was a mechanical creature? She's trying
Yes.
to get more information from you.
I blasted it out of the sky.
Well, no, that was the bird.
I
A bird.
blasted it out of the sky.
Oh.
Okay, I blasted it out of the sky.
That's
You
true.
blasted. I'm
I
I'm sorry.
blast.
I'm confused. You say a metal
Me
bird?
too.
As we were approaching a temple, we saw a figure from your roof launch sort of metal bird, and I assume it went haywire and dive bombed.
She sighs. That would be Nem.
I used my loin beam on it.
Nim was a Nimblewright that was gifted to the temple by a Lantanese wizard. She says, "Follow me. I'll take you to Nim, and we'll find out what was going on up there." So she leads you up a spiral staircase to an attic.
Spell the name of this humanoid.
Valletta, the dragonborn priest.
Not the dragonborn, the automaton.
Nim, Nim.
Thank you.
So she gets to the top of the
The
stairs.
nimble right.
Yeah, Nim's a nimble right. And she notices that the door's locked and she doesn't recognize the lock. And she kind of looks at it. She shakes it, and she says, "Oh, jeez, I don't have a key."
You don't have a key to a door in your temple?
No, the Nimblewright must have made this lock. You know, he's a creative little bugger. She knocks on the door. Nim, open the door. Come on, Nim. No answer. She says, "I'm sorry. He's a shy type. Um, and he obviously knows what he's done is wrong." Does anybody have a way of opening this lock?
Yes, I have a way. I have a way. Let me try to pick it.
Okay. Do you have thieves' tools?
I have fist. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to punch the lock out of the door.
No. She refuses. No.
No?
No.
Uh,
You cannot destroy the door. I will not allow it.
You don't have any locksmiths or tinkerers in the temple that might be able to help open the lock?
Everybody's busy, and I doubt we have a lock. We don't usually have thieves around here.
What if I can use a small targeted beam of light to blast the lock? But not the door. The door will be fine. The lock may be damaged forever. Surely you don't want this person to be able to lock their door ever again because obviously they misuse it.
That's going a bit far.
Is it really?
No. We won't be destroying anything in this temple. We're here to create
Quick,
things, not
look,
destroy things.
look over
Nim,
there.
Nim, open the door, Nim. Maybe you guys can talk to Nim and see if he'll open the door for you.
Nim, we're just here to talk to you about the dawn.
Both of you give me a charisma or persuasion check with advantage because Valletta is trying to urge Nim to comply.
We are just here to talk to you about the. And this adorable.
You rolled a 1.
Baby, are you trying
No,
to
I rolled a
think that you're
10.
kicking us out of the
Well,
room?
you dropped a 1.
Well, so.
There we go. So Vamir, how do you coax Nim into opening the door?
With a soothing voice and a curiosity in his inventions.
That's some bullshit.
So you tell Nim that you're really curious on how he got the bird to fly, and it was an amazing feat. And Nim, he likes to take pride in his stuff, so he unlocks the door and lets you in.
What do we see when we're inside?
And well, you come inside, and Nim kind of goes back off into the corner and kind of hides behind a table. Amid the clutter, it's Nim's lair, and it's like cluttered, and there's like gears and tinkering things all over the place. You can tell that Nim likes to build things, and he's kind of shy, like she said. But he's not out in the open. He's kind of tucked in behind this table, but he's peeking his head out so he can see you.
What other things have you made, Nim?
Nim can't speak, but he has a sign language that he's developed, and Valletta and the other members of the temple staff can understand what he's signing. So he reaches his hands out and he gives does a little bit of sign language, and Valletta says that Valletta says, "Oh no. Oh, yes, we understand you created the mechanical bird nim. You know that was wrong. You should not attack guests of the temple, especially when they're first coming down the street. You can get in trouble for that."
I'm sure it
And
was a mistake.
yeah, then he starts doing a couple more sign languages, and um, Valletta says, "Oh my, oh." And then she looks at you and she says, "It seems that Nim has created a Nimblewright that looks like him. He says that he was lonely, and he created a Nimblewright to be his friend to ease his loneliness." Oh, so Valletta says, "Well, where is your creation, Nim?" And he signs back. Oh, so Valletta says that Nim says that his creation fled in confused terror a month ago, and Nim hasn't seen it since. And then she kind of gets upset, and she calls downstairs to the acolytes, and she says, you know, "We need some help up here." And then a couple people come in, and she orders the acolytes to remove Nim's tools and unfinished inventions from the attic. And then she says, "Nim, you know you're not supposed to do things like that. I'm taking away all your tools and all your creations as punishment for a
He,
period of time yet to be determined."
he's not supposed to invent in the House of Invention? What's going on?
He's not supposed to invent Nimblewrights.
Are you guys aware that there was an accident today, earlier in the city?
No. What happened?
I'm not very good at explaining, but my partner in
We
the
heard,
Dawn,
we heard there was some up in the North Ward. Is that what you're speaking about? We heard there was a big explosion.
Yes,
We don't know
in
what caused
Trollskull
it.
Alley.
Yeah, that's what we hear. Word is passed around town about that.
Supposedly a Nimblewright used a magical item to detonate a fireball in the alley.
Oh my. Even more reason why Nim should never created that beast.
would you have
Nim.
talked to the city guard yet about this? Citizens of
We
this
didn't.
fair city?
We will certainly inform the city watch. We had no idea that a Nimblewright, and there's other Nimblewrights around town too. It's not necessarily the one that Nim created. There's no proof of this. There's plenty of
Certainly,
Nimblewrights around this city that could have done that. I mean,
plenty of them.
nobles hire Nimblewrights all the time as servants.
Do you have any record of who might have hired these Nimblewrights?
They don't necessarily hire them from us. They hire them from other mages and wizards, and
Hmm.
not all Nimblewrights are made here. It's a pretty common contraption. So
Is there any sort of
go ahead.
is there any sort of registration or way to track who owns Nimblewrights in the city?
No, they're sold and traded like commodities. There's no tracking. So as they're cleaning out the Nim stuff, you see this weird looking copper contraption with an umbrella like metallic protrusion at one end. And it's really weird, and Valletta says, "Hold on. What is this?" And she asks Nim, "What is this?" Nim tells Valletta, he gives her a little sign language, that it's a device that he built to find the Nimblewright that he created, the errant Nimblewright, and he tried to seek it out, and only discovered that he couldn't leave the temple grounds. Once Nim explains how the Nimblewright detector works, and he explains to her how the Nimblewright detector works, So she suggests to you that you can have this contraption, and this is what it looks like.
Cool.
Wow.
Totally
And
legit.
Nim says it's a nimble right detector. So let me.
Does it go ding when there's stuff?
Well, I'll explain how it works. Let me put this into the party sheet. Um, to act, and she explains because she's got this information from them. To activate the nimble right detector, you must hold down the trigger, the big trigger at the bottom, and when activated, the device comes with and a nimble right comes within 500 feet of a nimble right other than Nim. Let me see. When activated, when the activated device comes within 500 feet of a nimble right other than Nim, the umbrella begins to spin, whir, and click. The spinning, whirring, and clicking accelerates as the distance to the target lessens, reaching maximum velocity and volume when a nimble right other than Nim is within 30 feet of the device. And there is a quest.
Wow.
And let me share that quest with you.
Well, thanks, Nim.
And I think it is 11:09. At this point, I think we're going to call it a night, gentlemen and ladies.
Sweet.
Cool.
And now you have a nimble right detector. You will probably have to figure out how you're going to search this big ass city with this little ass umbrella.
Oh boy.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
So when we pick it up,
Thanks,
we'll
Scott.
start off with you guys leaving the temple, and I think everybody else stopped at the yawning portal to have a drink and tell Davil about what happened. So we're going into late evening. You can mark that down on the notes too. All right. And if you guys want, you can catch me doing that new campaign on Drake Takes Twitch channel on Tuesday nights. He'd appreciate it if anybody wants to drop in and watch, because I guess he gets some kind of, you get paid from Twitch or something. I don't know.
He's a Twitch partner.
Yeah, it's gonna. We had a good time the first night, and I posted the video on our Discord channel if you want to watch it, and I'll post the second one if you don't want to watch it live. You can catch it on YouTube. So.
Okay.
I'm
Awesome.
heading to bed myself. I got an early morning.
This has been a good night, guys.
Yeah,
Right, guys, I'm gonna go find a hotel.
We'll be
I
back in the
would
swing
just
of things too. So Thursday nights.
sounds good.
All right.
I would like to point out that note number 3 is particularly inspired this.
All right. Good night, all.
Good night.
Night.
Night.